Thanks for stopping by our Arctic Cat service channel. Today we're going to be showing you how to replace the CV boots on our latest axles, which are colored gray. These can be found on the 500cc and above ATV and side-by-side models. The tools required for this procedure are a ball peen hammer, awl, and special boot clamp pliers. Our first step is to securely place the drive axle into the vise so we can remove our boot clamps. Using an awl and a ball peen hammer, proceed to bending the tabs back to remove and release the CV boot clamps. Our next step is to protect the outside surface of the inboard CV joint with duct tape. Now remove the drive axle from the vise. Then place the outside surface of the CV joint into the vise. Use a slide hammer type motion to separate the drive axle from the joint. Now we can remove our inboard CV boot. Just a quick note, before we install our CV boot, depending upon which side the drive axle came from, it is a good rule of thumb to place the tail end of the clamp away from the rotation of the drive axle. This may help prevent trail debris from accidentally releasing the boot clamp. From the boot kit, place the small clamp onto the drive axle. Also from the boot kit, replace the snap ring to the end of the drive axle. For demonstration purposes, we'll be bypassing this step. Place the boot from the boot kit onto the drive axle. For the inboard side of the CV joint, Arctic Cat recommends applying about 2/3 of the contents from the grease packet into the ball bearing assembly. Now that we've installed our CV boot to the drive axle, engage the splines of the drive axle to the CV joint assembly. Press the drive axle firmly into the inboard CV joint. Pull slightly outwards to verify that the drive axle has been engaged to the inboard CV joint. Slide the CV boot onto the inboard CV joint. Then verify the small side diameter of the CV boot sits in the recess of the drive axle. Reposition the drive axle into the vise. Now that we've repositioned the drive axle into the vise, using the boot clamp pliers, secure the clamps to the boot. Place the large boot clamp to the recessed portion of the CV boot. Then using the boot clamp pliers, secure the clamp. If you need to replace the outboard CV boot, the same process can be applied. Thanks for watching our video on replacing CV boots. If you like what you saw and like to see more, please subscribe below.